Hey guys, what's up? I am TitoTheOG, and it is currently figging time. That's right guys, right here in front of me, I have the newest wave of Sonic the Hedgehog Figgies. Now if you don't know what Figgies are, go check out my previous video where I unboxed the very first wave of Sonic the Hedgehog Figgies. In that video, I unboxed the Classic Sonic Wave 1 Classic Sonic Wave 1 wave of Figgies. And here today we have the Modern Sonic Wave 1. And yeah, that's right, these are two separate lines. There is a classic line and a modern line. So that means each wave of Sonic releases we're going to be either getting classic or modern, which is pretty cool because that allows for more character variety. Now personally, I'm more excited for the modern ones because I just like the modern aesthetic more than the classic. Go ahead, call me a modern elitist, but I love my classic Sonic as well. Just not as much as modern Sonic. And if you're interested in getting some of these Figgies of your own, go ahead down in the description below to the Figgies website and use the code TitoOGEA for a nice price cut off your order. Now let's get into opening these Figgies. Like I mentioned, these are all modern figures, and here in the first box, we have Shadow the Hedgehog. He looks very cool. I really like these modern looks for the Figgies. Like, yeah, the classic ones are really cool, but I feel like the modern one, oh, this time around they're in plastic protectors. I didn't know that was going to be a thing. There's a plastic sleeve around it with a little Figgies logo that is beveled into the plastic box itself. That's pretty cool. I was not expecting that. And what's even cooler is that these are first edition. Since Figgies sent me these early, these are the first edition releases. So I got a first edition Figgies in the first edition pack, or in the protector. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately though, I like to display all of my stuff out of box. I don't know if you guys can see, I have my other Figgies right here on my bookshelf. So I'm probably gonna do the same with these guys. So it's pretty cool to have this option for you folks. Here's Shadow. Next in this box we have, oh boy, Silver. Man, Silver looks so cool. Okay, next we have the man himself, Sonic the Hedgehog. And then last but not least we have, oh, he's upside down, Tails, Miles Tails Prower. Now here is all the wave laid out in front of me, and I have to say, I really like the layout of characters. Typically when we get brand new Sonic merchandise, the character layouts like Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Dr. Eggman. But here we got some really cool fan favorite characters, Shadow, Silver, and then of course Tails. They have to have Tails. But the fact that we got the 06 Hedgehog Trio in the first release is very cool because I know some people that are crazy huge Shadow fans, and same for Silver, so this is a great chance for them to get them early in the Figgies line. And it really makes me wonder, like, I'm excited to see the next wave of modern Figgies characters. I know some of the characters have been revealed already, like I've seen Dr. Eggman, Modern Dr. Eggman, and Modern Super Sonic, which is really cool. But I really want to see them do some other characters. Of course, Modern Amy and Modern Knuckles. But maybe give us like an Omega, or even like, I want to see Blaze the Cat. That would be cool. So if you watched the last video, you would see that each Figgy came with a unique chase variant, being either a gold card, silver, or bronze card, with gold being the hardest to find, of course. And I'm curious to see if any of them are in these guys. So let's just go ahead and rip them open. I'm going to start off with Sonic, of course, because he is the main man, the blue blur. So let's go ahead and cut him open. And I see that all of them have unique background designs, just like the previous one. And it looks like Sonic's unique background is City Escape. You guys can't really see it, hold on. Here we go, we have the City Escape metal backing. And I really like the quality of these things. Look, can you guys hear it? That's solid. That's very cool. And I also like how it's double-sided, so if you don't really want to display it with the stage, you can display it with a very simple, clean background. And here is our modern Sonic Figgy, and just stick them to the back. And look at that, just a nice simple display piece. And another one of my favorite parts are these little unique stands. So if you don't want to stick them on a magnet on a surface, kind of like how I did up here, you could just have them standing up like that. Very awesome. And I really like the artwork, the pixel art here on the back side. It is of City Escape, like I mentioned, but it's completely new pixel art for the sake of the Figgies. For the sake of Figgies. And it's cool. I like that they did that rather than just grabbing a screenshot of City Escape from Sonic Generations. And it looks like this time I was not fortunate enough to get the Chase card for Sonic. Next, I'm going to open Silver the Hedgehog because he is one of my personal favorite characters. Yes, I can unfortunately say that my goat is washed, but it is what it is. I prefer Silver in the 06 era. He was a lot cooler then. This one feels a little bit heavier. I can't tell. Maybe I got a Chase card. Let's find out. No, I didn't get a Chase one. Now here is Silver the Hedgehog. He looks cool. I like his pose. He's doing an action stance. I like that the characters are in kind of like action stances as opposed to the Wave 1 Figgies where they're all kind of just standing there. I think it looks a lot more dynamic when they're in poses like this. Sonic is standing idly, but at least Shadow, he's like, doing this sort of thing, and Silver's like that, and Tails is flying. I think it gives more life and personality to these things. So I like that they actually went this direction with the modern wave. And here we have Silver's background, and it is of Crisis City, a uniquely drawn Crisis City pixel art background. And there we go, we can stick Silver in Crisis City, and bam, there is Silver the Hedgehog Figgy. I love Figgies! And then, of course, the same plain background in case you like that version. Alright, now it's time for Tails. Let's get Tails out of the box. I'm gonna have to say it, guys. I know there are a lot of hardcore Tails fans out there. Tails is probably my least favorite character in the franchise. I know. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way they've been doing Tails as of lately. It has been kind of lame. I liked Tails back in the Adventure 1 and 2 era when he was able to stand up for himself and he was able to hold his own against all these enemies. But nowadays, Tails is a crybaby. And I know they tried to kind of like go back on that sort of thing in Sonic Frontiers and kind of fix his character, but I feel like so much damage has been done, it's kind of hard to reverse that for me. Here is Tails' background, and it is of Chemical Plant, and it looks like they grabbed a screenshot from Chemical Plant from Sonic Generations and drew over it, which is not a bad thing. I think Generations has one of the best looking versions of Chemical Plant. There's a lot of color in here. You got the green background, you got of course the iconic blue goo, It's a very nice looking background. And then of course we have our Tails Figgy where he's smiling. He looks good. He looks very good. For as much as I don't like Tails, I think they did a great job in capturing his character here. And I think on Chemical Plant, I think he looks very good. It's iconic, Sonic 2, Chemical Plant, Tails the Fox. It's all synonymous with one another. It's a very good Figgy. Unfortunately, still no Chase variant, but we still have one more try. Finally, everyone... Whoa, I dropped my X-Acto knife. That could have cut my toe off. Finally, everyone's favorite fake hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog. Alright, I already see that Shadow has the background from Space Colony Arc, which is... That's a given, you gotta have Shadow at the Space Colony Arc. Let's go ahead and rip him out. I like that they got his melanin, I guess you could say, on his skin tone. He's a little more on the darker side compared to compared to Sonic's lighter skin tone. I like that. I like that they included that. All right, let's get it feels heavier. Maybe there's a Chase card in here. I've been saying that though. Let's see. Unfortunately, no Chase variant. But you know what that means, right? That means I gotta go hunting. That means I gotta go buy the entire wave all over again just so I can find this Chase variant. Just so I can get these golden cards. But here is Shadow, Space Colony Arc and Shadow. I like Shadow's pose. I think they captured his identity very well. He looks angry and he looks ready to fight. Put him on the Space Colony Arc background, and there we go. It looks straight out of a scene from a pixel art animation in the early 2000s. Very cool stuff. And let's get his base out. Here we are, guys, the Wave 1 Modern Sonic Figgies. And I have to say, this is an awesome wave. I really like the characters they chose for the very first wave. Like I said earlier, I like that it's not the basic, 4 characters that they usually do in merchandise. It really makes me excited to see what else they do down the line for Figgies. Like I mentioned, characters like Omega, Blaze, maybe even Big the Cat, the Chaotix. There's so many characters in the modern cast that they can do. Imagine even a wave with just like the supers, Super Sonic, Super Shadow, Super Silver. That would be cool. I know the next wave is going to be Classic, so pictures have already been revealed on their social media pages. It's Classic Amy, Classic Sonic, another version of Classic Sonic, and then Classic Super Sonic, and then Classic Dr. Eggman is the next wave. So if you guys are looking forward to that, be sure to follow Figgies on their social media pages, which I will also have linked down in the description below. And like I mentioned, if you want to grab any Figgies of your own, go down in the description below. Use code TitoOGEA. TitoOGEA. Like EA Sports. It's in the game. And grab yourself some Figgies, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. And thank you, Figgies, for sending me these Figgies. I'm really figging it right now. And I will see you guys next time.